Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. I got the top stocks and cryptocurrencies to watch going into this week. Today is October 19th, and you guys are looking at the watch list. We're going to cover the charts and go over what we're seeing from the technicals. Right down here at the bottom, though, you're looking at Bitcoin, and we called this out at the beginning of the month, this first green candle that we were getting here on the chart. And you can see a major breakout is happening on Bitcoin as we speak. Okay, 68K was a very big level. And you can see our trend line here, that yellow line that we've been watching for a very long time back here since March. You can see it got rejected right there at 74, pulled back, boom, got rejected again and again and again. But this time it has broken out. Look at that big fat green candle right there on Bitcoin. So we're expecting Bitcoin to run up into the end of the year. I think we're going to hit all-time highs here. I'm going to guess in November, definitely in December if this trend continues. Again, you got this green dot back here in September at that was about 57 to 60K, and you're seeing the breakout happening of that trend line. That's a major breakout of that trend line here this week. So that is extremely bullish, and you could see the monthly chart looks even more bullish too with that first green candle. We called this out October 1st. We saw that green candle showing up. Okay, after 3 months of pulling back here, boom, green candle, rip. If you look at the daily, we are a little overextended, so you can see a red dot will probably come sometime this week, but that just probably mean what we're going to do is we're going to come retest the trend line, which is that yellow line. We'll probably come retest like 65 and bounce if it happens, but I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin into the end of the year. I think we're going to be at all-time highs here, like I said, probably by mid-November, even maybe right at the beginning of November. We got an election coming up. A lot of catalysts is happening. But yeah, Bitcoin crypto, I think, is about to rip, folks. I think this is the week where we have finally broken out of this consolidation pattern. Okay, that's a major breakout candle right there for Bitcoin. So we're extremely bullish on that. That's going to be on the watch list. The only thing I am currently actually holding right now is XRP. I just think this chart is extremely bullish. Okay, it had this big run up back here in 2018. Okay, it had this big run up right here from 20 cents all the way up to $2 right there in April. And we pulled back. We've been consolidating for a very long time. But one thing I want to point out on XRP is first that the last dot is green on the monthly. Okay, that's what we're looking for here. That's our first sign, right? Our first signal that we need to see is the green dot on the monthly time frame. Once we have the monthly time frame, okay, once we have the monthly time frame showing us the signal, we can then zoom into the daily or the weekly and pinpoint our entries. But the monthly chart is the signal that we are playing. If it is not green on the monthly, it is not on the watch list. Okay, we need a green dot or a green candle like you saw there on Bitcoin. Doesn't have the green dot yet, but that thing's coming in November. Okay, it's coming in November. The green candle is just as bullish as the green dot. Okay, you can see see this big pullback on Bitcoin here, bang, pulled back for about a year and a half. First green candle with the green dot, we ripped from 18 all the way up to 74. Okay, and now you're getting the first green candle reversal. It looks very similar to what happened back here in September 2021. Okay, we hit all-time highs, we pulled back, and then we ripped. Okay, I think that same thing is about to happen. I don't know where Bitcoin's going to hit, probably 100K, 150 at the top of this cycle, but the top will be in 2025, sometime in 2025. But XRP, same thing, right? XRP's actually got the green dot. Bitcoin doesn't. And you can see when the consolidation on the Bollinger Bands, these two lines up here on the trading indicator, when that gets really tight, you guys can see they get really close to each other. Okay, that is when a big move is about to happen. And you can see you're seeing that tight consolidation just like you saw back here in this area. Again, this went from 20 cents all the way up to $2. That's a 10x. So if you put in $1,000 here and you sold at the top, you made $10,000. If you put $10,000 in here and sold at the top, you made $100,000. So you're seeing that really tight consolidation right now. And I think XRP is days, if not weeks or months away from a breakout up to at least $1 or $1.50. So that's currently the only thing I've really been holding. There are some other plays on here that I really want to capitalize on that we'll cover today. DJT, nice doji reversal candle on this. This thing's had an absolute monster move off this green dot signal here on the weekly. Okay, that came the week of the 30th there of September. Okay, it came at about 14. It went all the way up to 35. So if you entered on that green dot on DJT, you made around 110% if you're all the way at the top. It's up about 100% right now. Little late on that, in my opinion. Okay, I'd want to buy a big pullback on the daily, maybe down here to like $20. I'd look for an entry, but you could see you got the red dot signal there, October 17th. So I'd wait to enter on this one until you get the next green dot on the indicator on the daily chart. I would not be buying right now. I would wait for that confirmation of that green dot to come back first. I think we're either going to bounce at 20 or we'll bounce around 25 on DJT. Obviously, a big catalyst coming up. I think if Trump won the presidential election, his stock would probably fly. The monthly chart does look good here. Big volume coming in. That's one thing to take note of. The biggest volume that's ever came into his stock is happening. Those big volume bars, okay, that's something you want to look for. And we'll see. Price target on this at the top, if it continues to go, is going to be around 57, between 50 and 60. I'm not holding that, but I have a family member who is, and I'm keeping an eye on it for him. And just going to let them know, when I think a good time to sell is. And I don't think it's just yet. I think either this week or next week will probably be a good time. Wouldn't be a bad idea to take some off the table, off that red dot if you own it. But again, I'm expecting a pullback maybe to 20 or 25 this week. If that happens, I think that'd be an excellent entry. Just wait for the green dot on that one. And here's DKNG. This is actually probably my favorite play for going into this week. DKNG is a sports gambling company. Football season, I think, is probably their highest profitable time of the season. So you can see I'm on a monthly chart. And again, I always look at the monthly chart first before I look at any of the other charts, because if the monthly chart is not going up, okay, I don't want to trade it, right? We don't want to buy things that are going down like this. We want the candle to be green, right, and going up if we're taking positions. So you can see we had a pullback on DKNG of about 1, 2, 3, 4 months. You got the doji candle right here and another green candle. So yes, there's no green dot yet, but if this price action continues to pump up, okay, that's where we can benefit. So we're expecting this thing to go higher over the coming months. So now that we're expecting it to go higher over the coming months, what we want to do is get in here to the daily, and we want to pinpoint our entries on the daily. So what we look for on the daily after we get the signal from the monthly, right, either a green dot or a green candle, is a pullback of at least 4 candles. You can see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, boom, green candle, rip. Okay, so right here we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a couple fake out candles, so you can actually count those as red candles, but you got a pretty significant pullback here on the daily chart. Right, and you got a green dot here, right? This green candle came here, but the green dot didn't. So the best time to enter on a daily chart, right, on a daily chart. So once you get the signal from the monthly, you want to enter on the day you get the green dot on the daily. So you got one right there, but it turned out to be, a fake out candle. Okay, you got the red dot, you had to sell. You get the red dot, you sell. Okay, enter on the green, sell on the red on the daily. Okay, so this thing came down, touched our green line here on the Bollinger Band. Okay, tapped it at 36 and then pumped right back up. Okay, that showed strength. I think this thing's about ready to rip. Green candle came there on Friday. I called that one out on all social media platforms. If you guys are a part of Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the case, the best place to be is over here in the Discord. You guys get pretty much everything as I drop it. Right, you get the charts, you get the latest videos, and the shorts over there on YouTube. You guys never miss a thing if you're part of the Discord. That link is in the description if you guys are new. That is in the description and pinned in the comment section. But DKNG is probably my number one play going into next week. 37.50 would be my stop loss. So if you guys don't know what a stop loss is, I'd recommend looking it up on Google. But it's just a way we limit our risk. So if we're going to use, right, the green dots to enter, we are going to sell on the red dots. So the level we're playing here is the bottom of the green candle we're getting the buy signal on. If that level breaks, right, we know we're going to get a red dot, just like it came right there, right? That green dot came right there at 37.87. What happened? That level broke down, and what did you get? A red dot. So when that level breaks, right, if 37.50 breaks, you're going to get a red dot on the chart. So I'd be in this position. If you guys entered on Friday, I think it's going to be an excellent entry. My target would be probably up there at around 42 for an exit. But this thing looks extremely bullish. You got the signal on the daily, and you got the monthly chart also pointing up there. I think DKNG is very, very bullish going into next week. Here's Tesla. Tesla, we also got the green dot. I called that one out as well on Friday. Again, the last dot on the monthly is what? It's green. It's trending up. The trend on the monthly chart is up. Okay, so therefore, we want to look for the daily and we want to pinpoint our entries. The best time to buy on the daily chart is going to be when the blue wave is down here giving you a green dot, just like it came back there August 9th. Okay, you could see you got the green dot signal right there at 195. The thing pumped all the way up to 270. Okay, it took about from August to September. That was about a month and a half's worth of time. Okay, and then it sold off, right? We're buying the green, selling the red. Okay, another great place to sell is when the stochastic RSI, that light blue line, touches this white dotted line up here. Okay, that's a great place to think about taking profits. Okay, when we hit that line, because that's when the momentum has been overdone to the upside. Pulled back, gave you another green dot, boom, rip. Okay, the best green dots to buy are the ones below the zero line. You guys see this zero right here on the daily? Okay, zero. When this wave is below that, giving you a green dot. And you got one there on Tesla on Friday. So the level to watch on that one is going to be right there at about 214. One thing to note on Tesla, though, is they do have earnings coming up on Wednesday. So as many of you know, if they miss their earnings, okay, if they miss their earnings like they did back here, the stock could fall. So I'm not a big fan of buying stocks before their earnings just because I think it's a gamble. I normally like to wait till after earnings, but if you're long on Tesla, if you're long on the stock of Tesla, I think this is a good place to enter. Okay, I just think there's a possibility that it could dip off on earnings, and if that happens, right, if they get a big dip maybe down to 180, I think that'd be an excellent place to enter there on Tesla. So we're watching this one like a hawk this week. It's definitely on the watch list. DKNG and Tesla are both looking really good. Here's Celsius Holdings. This is the energy drink Celsius. If you guys, I don't know, every gas station, every grocery store I go into, there's Celsius energy drinks in there. I used to drink them, and then I quit because I just feel like I got the jitters. But this thing's pulled back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months now. Okay, the weekly chart. Look at the weekly chart. Okay, this is why I'm extremely bullish on CELH. We've pulled back for, again, 4 months. Look at all these red candles. The more red candles, the better. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. My general rule is I want to see 4, and then a green candle, and then rip. Okay, this one had like 18, 19, maybe 22 red weeks in a row, and you just got the first green candle there this week. So what I do is I play that level there at the bottom of the green candle at 30, just call it 31. You're risking about 8% on this, but you could see the all-time high was up here at $100. Okay, it's down here at 33. Okay, if it goes back up to $100, that's 184% move, 189% move on your investment. So you're gonna triple your money on that if that happens. And I think they're a legit company. If you come in here to the daily and you look at their earnings, okay, they're beating their earnings. If this little E down here on TradingView is green, that means they beat their earnings. Okay, they beat their earnings. They beat their earnings. So they're making money. That means they are making money. They're doing better than expected. Okay, and you saw the first green candle come last week. I'm extremely bullish on CELH. I think this is an excellent opportunity. Okay, and I look to enter on the next daily green dot on CELH. This is more of a trade on the weekly chart. Okay, you got big volume, massive volume coming in these last couple of weeks. So those three look really good. All these charts really look good. I'll show you guys as we dive in. But here's BABA. That one's getting the green or a red dot on the weekly. The weekly chart doesn't look that good, but the monthly chart is pointing straight up. So we're in here on the daily waiting for a green dot. Okay, we want to enter on a green dot on Alibaba. It did give you the reversal doji signal right there, but there is no green dot. Again, we are only buying assets that have a green dot on the daily chart. We want to enter the day we get the green dot. That is our best probability trade, is when we get this signal from the indicator. Okay, and like I said, Tesla had one on Friday. DKNG had one on Friday. CELH doesn't have one on the daily, but it does have one on the weekly. Okay, it had one on the weekly back here in September. So I'd be looking to enter on the day of the green dot. And BABA doesn't have one yet, but it has a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candle pullback. Okay, so just be patient, and that green dot will be called out over in the Discord. If you guys are a member, I see a bunch of you guys joining up. Welcome to the Overkill Army, baby. We're just getting started here. Okay, welcome to RJ, welcome to Bullish Bear, welcome to Pat, welcome to Dai, welcome to Gaga and Dang. I can't pronounce some of your guys' names. Welcome to SPR. Welcome. And if you guys are a part of the Discord, you get all the indicator alerts for the watch list over here inside the Discord. You can see we call out the daily and the monthly dots. I think we had one on Netflix last week on the monthly. Yeah, Netflix called out on the monthly there. So you get the monthly and the daily. Those are the two time frames I like to focus on the most. Again, I need the confirmation from the monthly before I am even looking at a daily or a weekly. If you don't have a green candle, right, if you're trying to buy BABA during this period of time, you're going to lose all your money. You want to trade it when it's green, okay? So I'm looking for a green dot on BABA next week. And when it comes, I would take a position and I would set my stop loss at the bottom of the candle. Here's HNT, nice reversal candle here. You got the green dot yesterday called out on HNT. The monthly is still green here. Okay, so looking at the daily, this is a reversal. And like I told you guys at the beginning of the video, I think crypto is about to absolutely rip. So if you're playing HNT right now, okay, the stop loss is going to be around 59.7, but that is a go. Okay, I'd be holding this thing as long as the last dot is green on the daily, and it is green and pointing straight up. My target on this would be around $8 there on HNT, and that's just where the red line is. So the red line is also a good place to identify your stop out. Okay, you see the stop right there, bang, at 655. Okay, sometimes it keeps going, but ideally you want to wait till this blue line is up here near that white dotted line. That is a great place to take profits if you're trading the daily chart. If you're on the weekly, same kind of story. The weekly chart is pulling back here, so you really want to make sure that that stop loss is set right there at 59 or 597 there. And again, I think crypto is about to absolutely run with Bitcoin breaking out. Here's SEI. SEI had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month pullback. Gave you the green candle last week, sitting at about 43 cents. And SEI, nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle pullback here into the moving average. You could see that moving average, that blue line is normally where we've been bouncing. We bounced right there, we bounced right there, we pulled back and bounced right there, bounced right there. Okay, I think we're going to get another bounce here. Looking for the green dot signal there on SEI, but this thing looks like it wants to bounce. 42 looks like a really, really good stop loss. I'm really, really bullish on this monthly chart. It was up here at 120 back in the last run up that we had in crypto, and then it sold off for the last 6 months. But you're seeing now the candles have flipped to green, so therefore we are looking for entries on the daily chart, and I think SCI looks really, really good. This one is LIT. This is a lithium and battery tech ETF. So this is they have to do with creating the electric batteries for all the electric cars and all the robots that all the people are building that we don't really need, in my opinion. But right, there's money to be made in this sector. Lithium is, they need lithium in order to make the cars and the batteries for the cars and stuff. So someone actually called this one out in the Discord, and I added it to my watch list. It's an ETF, so that's a good thing. That means there's multiple lithium and battery ETF or lithium stocks in this thing. And you got the green dot on this one in September on the monthly. So again, candles are green on the monthly. So okay, let's go to the daily now and let's pinpoint our entries. So again, I like the 4 candle pullback rule. There has to be at least 4 candles of red, and then you want to buy the first green. So this was an opportunity to buy there Friday. There's no green dot yet. So this was a very, very tight entry here at 42.50. So we'll see if the green dot comes. Once again, I want to enter on the day of either the first green candle or the green dot. The green dots are more accurate than the first green candle because you could get a fake out candle. But this one looks really good after pulling back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Right into our moving average, right? That 30-day EMA on the trading indicator. And by the way, if you guys don't have the trading indicator, that is this thing down here with the red and green dots. All this stuff on my chart, including the Bollinger Bands. You guys can get access to that by coming over here and clicking this link under the trading indicator tab inside the Discord. It takes a couple clicks and you can download it right into your TradingView account to use for yourself. Okay, the higher the time frame that you're using the indicator on, the more accurate. That's why I reference the monthly first before I zoom into the daily, because the monthly chart is going to be the most accurate when it comes to these dots. For example, I could show you the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin, it called the bottom right here in 2023 at 17,000. It called the bottom right here in April at 4,000. That was in 2019. And it called the bottom back here in 2015 on Bitcoin at about $200. Okay, and then it called the top right here, and it called the top right here, and it called the top right here. Okay, so this thing is very accurate. The higher the time frame, I recommend the monthly, using the monthly, pairing that with the daily. I know some of you use it on the weekly. I'd pair that with a 4-hour chart if you're using it on the weekly. But in my opinion, it is most accurate when using it on both the monthly and the daily. Once you get the confirmation of the dot on the monthly, that is when you want to zoom into the smaller time frame and really pinpoint your entry. So lit, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of pulling back. The stochastic RSI, the light blue lines down here on the floor. You got a green candle here, a potential reversal. 42.50 would be the support level on that. And just waiting on the green dot on LIT. Here's NEO, another Chinese stock. So you guys are going to see that there are, I think there's 3 Chinese stocks in this list this week. And I've scanned all my watch lists, and I know exactly what I'm looking for here. And these are the stocks and cryptocurrencies I think are going to move the biggest and have the biggest gains over the next week or two. So NEO, again, what do we got? We got some green candles on the monthly. Great, let's get in here on the daily. And you can see this thing's pulled back for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days now. Beautiful, right? Blue wave is down here, just where I want it, okay? Last time we got a green dot with the blue wave down below zero was right here in August. That was at $3.83. It pumped all the way up to 7 for a 100% move. So I'm looking for this one to bounce somewhere around 450. Okay, I just wait on that green dot confirmation on NEO, but this one's going to set up really, really nice here, I think, here in the next couple of days. Probably this week. Again, just wait on that green dot confirmation. That will be called out over there inside the Discord. We got Avax. Avax is also putting in a green candle here on the monthly. Okay, you got a green candle there, therefore we're watching for a 4-day pullback. This one didn't quite pull back for 4 days, it pulled back for 3, but you got a green dot here today. So you'd be playing that candle right there. Okay, 27.50 is going to be your stop loss. You're risking about 40 cents to the downside there on that play. I don't like the fact that the green dot's coming up above here, but that doesn't mean that we can't run, right? If Bitcoin and all these things, if Bitcoin's really breaking out here, all these altcoins are going to follow. Everybody knows that. And it is bouncing on a very, very important moving average here. So this one looks good. I'd be entering today. Today is October 19th, Saturday. Okay, and I'd use a stop loss right there at 27.50 off of that green dot right there. Super low risk on that one. I mean, you're literally risking about a 1% on that green dot entry with a green candle on the monthly. I think that's an excellent setup, bouncing off that. You can see how that blue line's been acting as support, right? We bounce, 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 bounce. Okay, what do you think it's going to do this time? It's going to bounce. Okay, history likes to repeat itself, folks. It really likes to repeat itself, and all the traders are watching that EMA as well. 27.50 looks like a great setup. Here's AMAT. This is Applied Materials. That one's actually red on the monthly, so I'm going to actually move that one back over into the red list. And here's PDD, another Chinese stock, also green here on the monthly chart. So what are we doing? We're in here to the daily, and we're looking for that pullback, which we got. At least 4 candles. This one has about 6 or 7 candles. It's funny how all the Chinese stocks all move together. It's kind of weird. But the blue wave is now below the zero line here on PDD. Again, another Chinese stock. Watch for this thing to bounce, okay, and watch for the green dot. Once you get the green dot, just like you got back here at 92, pumped all the way up to 158. Okay, similar trend, right? We're in an uptrend. Okay, nice big move up, pull back. Okay, watch for the bounce. My target on this one would be somewhere around 169 up there. And again, candles green on the monthly, so we are bullish on the name and watching for a bounce here this week in a green dot. Here's Zoom Communications. You guys know this is a very big virtual play here. And let me see if I can hit the log on this. No, that doesn't work. Okay, you can't really see very well, but it's gotten absolutely clobbered since COVID, and it's sitting at about $70. It is green on the monthly. I know you guys can hardly see that, but the candle is green. They also got earnings coming up here pretty soon. So we're in here on the daily. Okay, it had that little pullback on Friday. This one's really not my favorite. I'm actually going to put this one back in the blue list. So you got Zoom there. You got Snapchat. Snapchat's pulling back here. You can see the stochastics near the floor. This one, I know the monthly is red, but this was more of a trade on the weekly chart. Because if you guys saw, let me see here. Let me go to the log on this one. Why is that doing that? Let's sec here. I don't know why this chart looks so awful. Here, there we go. That looks a little better there. Okay, so you can see this was actually a trade on the weekly chart. You can see Snapchat every time it has pulled back here and gave us a green dot, it has resulted in a 50% trade to the upside. Okay, pulled back, green dot. Okay, came at $9, ripped up to 18. That was about a 100% move. Pulled back, green dot. Okay, that one ripped from 10.50 all the way up to 7.50. Pulled back, green dot. Okay, $9, sitting at 10.50 right now. The stop loss on this one's going to be 10. I'd be looking to enter this week on Snapchat on the next green dot. They do have earnings coming up as well on the 29th. That's in 2 weeks. So it's not quite as close as Tesla's earnings, but this was more of a trade on the weekly. Again, we called this one out back here in September 16th at $9. It's sitting at 11. That was about a 25% move so far. We'll see if this move continues here throughout the week. But as long as the last dot remains green on the weekly, we're bullish on this name. Here's AMD. AMD is also green here on the monthly. So this is a chip maker like Nvidia. A lot of you guys are very bullish on Nvidia. I put out a bearish post on Nvidia. I think it was this week on TikTok, and I'm just getting absolutely roasted. But guys, I'm a technical trader. I don't like to buy things that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months up in a row, right? I want to buy after a big pullback. That's just because I'm a technical trader. I'd want to buy Nvidia down here on December 22nd at $14. And if I bought it at 14, I would be selling up here at 140. Okay, I'd be selling up here at 140. I don't like to buy things that are green and straight up. I want the pullback, right? I want to buy when the wave is down here, not way up here. So everyone that wants to troll me, go ahead and buy Nvidia. Go ahead and buy Nvidia up 100 or 1,000% over the last year. Go ahead. If you guys want to buy it and you think it's going to the moon, wonderful. But in my opinion, right, we're in delusion. Like we're up here in delusion, new paradigm phase. It's never going down. It's going straight up. Oh, you don't know anything. It's just going straight up. I've seen this story happen over and over and over and over again, guys. It gets to the point where everyone's just so bullish, they don't think it could ever go down, right? We've gone up for 12 months in a row. Why would anyone think it's going to go down? Eventually, there's going to be profit taken on this name, on Nvidia, right? And it's going to pull back, okay? And I said it would come back here to this blue line, just like it did back here in 2022. And no, when I say that, I'm looking at a monthly chart. I don't mean this is going to happen tomorrow or the next day or the next week. It's going to take a long period of time, right? It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It might take 10 months, okay? So talk to me in like 2026, 2027. I don't think it'll pull back. It'll pull back somewhere between 60 and 80, in my opinion. Once the smart money, right, these guys, the smart money who buys down here, right down here in this area, right down here, okay, when they start taking profits, because right now they're selling it to you guys. They're selling it to retail. All these people in TikTok that are just roasting me for saying that it's going to go down, right? They're selling to you guys because you guys keep buying. And yeah, you might be making a little bit of profit here and there, but over the long term, right, it's going to pull back eventually. And I don't want to be a part of it when it happens. Yes, I know we got the red dot right here and someone was roasting me. The red dot came right here, folks, at 130. Okay, it pulled back there on the monthly from 130 all the way down here to $100. That was a 23% pullback. 23%. So, in my opinion, that's a pretty big correction. Okay, 23% is quite a bit. If you put in 10 grand, you lost $22,300. Right? So, yes, it didn't quite go in that direction, but it did go down 23% off of this signal here that it gave you. So yes, it is correcting. It is going back up, but I like AMD way better than Nvidia right here. I mean, we just got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month pullback on AMD. Okay, and you got 2 green candles here. Okay, that means we're reversing, right? We're reversing up. So we're in here on AMD on the daily. Okay, looking for the green dot. I think that's going to come this week. They also have earnings on Tuesday the 29th. That's in 2 weeks. So if this thing pulls back to 140, that'd be an epic entry, in my opinion, on AMD. It could bounce around 150 as well. All we got to do, folks, is wait on the indicator to tell us. Okay, we don't have to sit here and try to guess. What we're going to do is just wait and be patient for that green dot right there on AMD. I think that one's going to set up really, really nice. I'm going to move that one up there with, I'm going to put that one right up there with, those are my top 4 so far. I mean, all these look good, right? You just need the signal, right? NEO looks good after this pullback. Just need the signal. Okay, we got the signal on Tesla on Friday. We got the signal on DKNG on Friday. And Celsius weekly chart looks insanely bullish. Okay, and then BABA, we need the signal. AMD, we need the signal. HNT, you got the signal on the daily. Okay, I just don't like the HNT weekly chart very much. Okay, I don't like that pullback there on the weekly, but the daily looks like it wants to reverse here. 597 would be the stop on that. We got a few more here. Snap we covered. Chewy. This one is also green there on the monthly as well. This is that pet company. It's just kind of consolidating here. So it's trying to find a range. It did get the green dot there on Thursday. $28 to be the stop loss. And we covered Bitcoin already. Bitcoin had the big breakout on the weekly chart there. Okay, big, massive, massive candle this week, breaking out over that yellow line that we've been getting rejected on since March. Boom, reversal candle. I think crypto's about to rip, folks. And Bitcoin's monthly chart also looks extremely, extremely bullish on that breakout. I think we're heading for all-time highs by the end of the month or by the end of November. I think you're going to see that green dot coming here in November. That is 11 days away, or 12 days away on Bitcoin. You're going to see a green dot on the monthly chart, and that's where things are just going to get absolutely insane. So that's the watch list for this week. Let me see if you guys got any chart requests over here inside the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, by the way, go ahead and click that link inside the description or the comment section below. You guys can request charts. I'm always in here answering these charts for you guys. You guys get all the alerts. You guys can see the trades I take. You get the weekly watch list posted over here. You guys can interact with chat. Okay, we got chat going on over here. And we got news and stuff like that. It's free to join. There is a paid subscription. You just have to click this, become a member. You get trade alerts, weekly watch list, advanced market analysis, chart requests, 24/7 trade support, member chat, giveaways, and more. We have around 800. I wish we had 800 members. 400 plus, like-minded investors right now over there inside the Discord. I got some free resources down here for you guys as well. The trading rules, right? I got a trading course if you guys want to learn more about the strategy. You guys can get the trading indicator. The trading indicator is just everything on my screen. That is this indicator down here, right, that we have. And then the Bollinger Bands as well. It all comes in a whole layout. You just click 2 buttons and it's loaded into your TradingView account. The trading apps are also over here. I trade crypto on Coinbase, and I use Robinhood to trade stocks. And then TradingView is this website, right? This website that we use, tradingview.com. You guys can start your account right there. So everything you need, 24/7 trade support if you guys are a member. If you aren't a member, you guys get access to at least the free resources. We got the top news. Look at that. Gold reaching all-time highs at $2,700 per ounce, and so on and so forth. There's news getting dropped over here all day related to the financial markets, so you guys never miss a thing. Let's go ahead and answer these chart requests. I think we only have 2. I think I answered everything else throughout the week. So the first one's from my boy Bruno Bones, VMI. This is Valmont Industries. He says it's a water-related stock. VMI looks like a stock here. And the daily's just crushing, dude. The daily's absolutely crushing. Monthly looks good. You got that monthly alert or that monthly signal right there back in May. And this has had quite a few opportunities since that time. Okay, here was September. That was a big pullback. Okay, May was all the way back here. This was May, right? You had that opportunity to trade it right there. Bang, opportunity to trade it right there. Bang, kind of an opportunity right there. And then it pulled back, boom, big opportunity right there in September. I wish you would have called this out in September, Bruno. Back down there at 264. It's all the way up to 300. You're getting a red dot here, and you got earnings. So I'd be taking profits on that red dot there. I'd want to see a pullback, that blue wave to pull back down here on the daily to enter again. Okay, if that comes back down to 290 or even 270, it'd be even better. But it's got earnings, so if it moves big on earnings, I would sell it. But this thing's just too overextended for me on the daily. I'd be looking at this thing to pull back either to this blue line right here or the green line for an entry. Again, we want to buy when this blue wave is down here on the daily, and we got a green dot on the monthly. So the green dot on the monthly is the first thing we need to see. First thing we need to see is the green dot on the monthly. Okay, then we zoom in here to the daily, and we're pinpointing our entries based on the signals down here on the daily chart. And again, we want to buy when the blue wave is down here below the 0 line. Okay, not up here. We're not buying up here. We're taking profits up here. I think Friday was a great place to take profits on this. Again, they'll probably beat their earnings now that I'm saying that on Tuesday, and it'll go up to 340. But I always say holding or buying before earnings is a gamble because you don't know what they're going to do on their earnings. It looks like they're doing pretty good. They've been beating their earnings in the past, but it just looks too overextended for me to take a position up here. I'd be taking some off the table or taking your position off the table. You can always sell half. If you got that calling, if you're feeling like you should sell it, okay, I always recommend you sell half of the position and let the rest ride, okay? Or you can always sell the whole position and go find another opportunity. There's always more opportunities out there, right? We don't want to get emotionally attached to these stocks and these names. We just want to trade the technicals. We want to buy when there's blood in the streets, right? When the wave is way down here. This was a beautiful setup here in September. Boom, beautiful setup. Okay, down there at 266. I mean, that was off that green dot. You made. I mean, this is a pretty high market cap coin, but 16% all the way to the top there. That's a good day. Okay, that's a good day. A lot of people were happy with 5% a year. Okay, giving their money to money managers that pay them 5%. So that one's just a little overextended for me, Bruno. Grayscale Future of Finance ETF. It's on a rip at the moment, but recent news sounds good. Grayscale Future of Finance ETF. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. I haven't heard of this one. Okay, that one's doing the Ripsky too. Okay, that's at $21. What's the monthly saying? Monthly is green. Got a green dot this month. Good call out here. Okay, we're in here on the daily now, looking to pinpoint our entries. We want this at least a 4-bar pullback like you got right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, there's your entry. Rip. Okay, wait for that green dot to come back down here. I know the news is probably good and they're pumping it up and everything sounds amazing, but remember that cheat sheet. Okay, we want to buy down here. Okay, when people are hurt. Okay, when people have lost their minds. Right now, okay, with the wave up here, okay, the wave up here, we're up here. Okay, wave down here, we're down here. Okay, that's what we're looking for. So wait for that thing to pull back and give you a green dot somewhere down here on GFOF. And that looks like it for the request today. Thank you guys for participating and putting those in over there. I'm gonna drop this video and hopefully you guys got some value out of this. God bless y'all. If you guys need anything, hit me over in the Discord. Have a great week, and let's end it on a great one. Peace.